One of the guilty pleasures of being an older retired guy, is my wife's homemade cookies are available all day long. Oh my. I know it's rude, but I don't have enough to share, so you're just gonna have to watch and envy. Peanut butter M&M cookies, the best. Anyway, this is Iron Bill, and I'm back with another video. And once again, I am showing off preparations for tomorrow's Season 18 drop. Excuse me. Another benefit of being retired and being off. It's early afternoon. I would be just getting home ordinarily, and here I am eating cookies and sipping Diet Coke. So, what a life. Anyway, that said, I'm just going to go ahead and play this video, and this is the Vow of the Disciple first stage. I'm doing it solo just because I want to get the chest. And I want to do that because, as it turns out, yesterday I finished Vow of the Disciple for the very first time. And I'm mostly a solo player, so it's not often, because of life and circumstances and whatever, that I get an opportunity to play with others, much less do a raid. And this time I did. And so once you've done that, you're able to collect this chest, and you can get whatever loot that is in your current loot pool. And that means anything you got in the raid is available for the first chest. So I want to take full advantage of that. Now, I don't think I could get an exotic or anything like that from it. I don't think that counts. So what I did here is I've got a character, my warlock, set up for Arc already. Pretty much. I need to refine my class abilities a little bit. Try to zero in on a couple of 100%, and you'll see my layout here in just a little bit. We'll let this roll. But I'm also using Trinity Ghoul here. Now, Trinity Ghoul is an arc bow that the way it works is if you get a headshot kill on an enemy, the next headshot kill that you hit, or really any kill that you hit on an enemy, will chain arc electricity, in all directions. And that's actually going to be a very important component going forward tomorrow, because the jolting ability will be related to arc chaining. And so the way I'm thinking of it now, that's more or less like stunning. They call it jolting. I think it's just another way of looking at stunning. And I'm sure it'll have other properties as well, and I really won't know until I see it. And you can read for yourself in the TWAB if you want to know what that's all about. I won't try to come off as an expert here. But the whole deal is that any weapon that can chain lightning, Risk Runner, Trinity Ghoul, things like that, and interestingly enough, the grenade launcher that you get from the raid here is an arc grenade launcher, and if you get one with chain reaction like I did from the raid yesterday, you've got a real winner there. Ambitious Assassin and chain reaction would be the optimal roll. I didn't get that, but I did get chain reaction, and I've tried it out, and believe me, it is beast mode, and is only going to get more so. And as far as grenade launchers are concerned, I prefer the waveform anyway. It takes a lot of the guesswork out of using it. You drop a grenade in front of an enemy, and in most cases, the straight line is going to go right up through a column of enemies, and especially whenever you have a big mess of them together, chain reaction is exactly the kind of thing you want to have going on, because then it's kind of like Wolfpack rounds. You're going to see a collection of explosions that follow up the initial blast. So, well worth getting. So here I am. I've taken my time. And by the way, if you sit way back like I'm doing right now, nothing can touch you. Occasionally I've tried to kill enemies down below so I get some extra ammo dropped. I'm not going to need it. But it's just a habit I got onto when I've soloed this content, particularly because preservation starts in the very same place, behaves exactly the same way. I didn't get any heavy bricks, but I'm sitting on 19, and it's not going to matter. But there's no hurry. Also, there's no darkness zone here, so even if I had died, it wouldn't matter. He wouldn't send me to orbit or force me to start over or anything like that. It just takes more time. So here we go. Um, Cracking on through Disciples Bog. And all you have to do is kill these 3 ogres. And once you kill the 3 ogres, then you can go kill the, I don't know what you want to call them, the little diamond shapes. And obviously I stopped here to look at my inventory for a second. Sorry about that, folks. Thought there'd be a little bit more action. Anyway, you kill those 3 little objects, and then you're able to go through an open door and collect your first chest. So all I have to do, like I say, is just pull up here to the boat, and and this is the first time I tried the Trinity Ghoul on this, by the way. I didn't know how this would work at this level, and this is before Arc 3.0. Let's bear that in mind. So we're going to get some artifacts tomorrow that are going to really boost the way Arc behaves. I can't wait to see what those Arc mods are. All right, so I toss a grenade out there to get it going. I got a headshot, and I missed my next one. And you know, this is why I'm a terrible player. You know, I just, these should be easy shots. By the way, this is the Duality Linear Fusion. Since I took so long on the first stage, I've got my super, and I've got my Crown of Tempests on, which I recommend if you're going to run Warlock and you want to try Arc. This is a good place to start. Now, this may not wind up being the meta exotic armor for it, but it's hard to go wrong with it just because it extends the duration of that super. Now at this point I've got to get back to the boat or I'm going to die from darkness. I was already at 6 or 7. It's time to get back. Now there's nothing around there to chain, but also what I've got set up right now, you notice that the orb dropped. When I get quick Arc kills in any fashion, chain, grenades, whatever, I get orbs of power. Now, used to, you could do that with masterwork weapons. You could just kill with masterwork weapons, and you would get all kinds of orbs of power, and you can regenerate your super that way. It really can't anymore. So, the ability to do that through quick Arc kills is actually a very useful thing. Also, I've got it set so that I can get wells from getting multiple quick Arc kills, and I just can't decide what to do here. All right, so there's the first one, and for whatever reason, I couldn't pick my bike up again, so here we go. New speeder. That's number 1. Notice that no more enemies are spawning and no darkness, so at this point in time the hard part's over once you've gotten through the first 2 steps. And I wouldn't even call it hard, it's just take your time. Okay, here we go, and final artifact. But whatever it is, I don't know what you call them. I don't want to look it up right now. Actually thinking about another cookie. And here we go. Make sure you kill them, though, before you walk off from them. And there'll be a door open right down here. And so, in we go. This is the first chest of the raid that you can get a hold of. And there we go. And I get a Forbearance. And this one's not bad. I don't know that it's as good as my first one. Golden Tricorn, I don't know. I would take Chain Reaction over that all day long. However, Stats for All is not bad if you're going to hang on to your super. But I got a feeling that that's not going to work out real well because if, I'm going to be using grenades a lot in the next build. I know that. And melee. So this may not be a great roll for what's coming next season. My other one is better. I did get a Cataclysm on my other alt character, and it was a decent roll, so I'm happy about that. Here we go. This is what I used for the build. And you see I've got some work to do. I want to be high in discipline and resilience. That's what I'm really trying for. So one of the things you can do is you can unlock the ornaments for the Solstice Rekindled armor, and it will add a point to each of your armor pieces. Now if I do that, I could probably get my I'm not going to be able to get discipline up high enough. I won't be able to do that. but I might possibly be able to make it on the resilience. I think that's what I'm going to have to try to do. So that's how I'm going to spend the next day or so, farming out those bounties because I'm out of materials to do this. And we'll see if I can get that bumped up. That's about all I've got left, though, because I don't have a lot of good armor pieces on the Warlock that are going to get me there, I don't think. At least not masterworked, and I don't have a ton of masterwork materials, and I'd really rather save those for exotics that I think are going to be key. So, tough choices. We all have them, and I'll make the best of it. So, anyway, that's all I wanted to show you today. I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you don't feel too bad about that cookie. It was good. But at any rate, I will see you again soon. This is Iron Bill, and I'm signing off.